And Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Welcome I'm still keeping this Millionaire Mindset Monday, but I'm also adding the social media lifestyle. This is Danyelle Claxton. I am your social media goddess, and today is it the 26th?
27th.
27th, May 27th, 2024. And we have already committed to waking up this beautiful Monday morning. And I'm glad to see Mama Evelyn. I know you just came off your trip from Atlanta. How was it?
It was good. We rested a lot. Thank goodness we weren't in Georgia in the city. We were in Conyers, which is a suburb. So it was easy to get around and traffic wasn't as crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still crazy. Um, yeah, there were like 500 students that graduated from Sheena's brother's class. It's a performing arts high school. So yeah, 500, talk about 500 students and their parents and friends and family. And they were on time. They were moving it because they had like 500 names to 500 kids to walk across that stage. So it was nice. And I told Sheena we're leaving a few minutes early because I don't want to get caught in stop and go. And yep, and Michael's house is beautiful. It's a beautiful house. That's the first time I ever been there, of course, but yeah, so it was really nice. Really nice. And um Michael reminded me there's a book called, oh, let me forget. Um, let me see. It is Working with the Law by uh Raymond Hollywell. Anybody know that book?
Mm-mm.
And I want to have Michael on the show one day. So I got somebody for the week leading up to Father's Day. So maybe some other Thursday, maybe the Thursday after Father's Day. I don't know, whenever whenever he's available, because again, he was talking to me about how his grandmother was on this path way before, you know, while he was little. The church she belonged to was more of like manifesting, like a church of manifestation. And this is a book that she gave him, back when he was like 7 or 8 years old, and would talk to him about manifestation. And I don't want to say too much, but Michael was showing me where he manifested his house he stays in, where he manifested not working for anybody. He doesn't work for anybody but himself. And yeah, and manifested Wyoming, his wife, and what he wanted in a mate. So
Manifest.
I wanted him to come on and just talk about it. He can talk. So I'm make him aware. It's only gonna be here an hour, Michael. Okay. Got an hour. Uh,
So, Mama Evelyn, do you remember when we was doing Shock to Soul? Shishato brought up that book, You Can Be Rich Beyond Your Wildest Dreams.
yeah.
And in that book, it had us write down in a notebook. And do you remember it had us write down everything, list everything that we wanted, that you wanted to desire, and then each page you take each item and write down in detail exactly how you want that particular item like a car. So if I say I want to buy a new car, brand new car, Ford Escape, 2018 or better, leather trim, blah blah blah. You list it like literally down into the detail. I want a house.
Mm,
What type of house? How big of a house? How many rooms? What's in them? Blah 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 blah. And
mm-hmm,
so that is a really good one way of going back to bringing that manifestation. I have a business. What type of business? What does it look like? Who are your customers? What do they? But that's a real good thing to actually bring back is
mm-hmm.
listing everything out as it is. But I would love to meet Michael. I would love to see them.
Yeah, you know what I would I would say back then, Danyelle, I don't think I wasn't good at doing homework. You know, I really have to, yeah. So
I still have my notebook from then, and stuff did manifest. Like I know at the time the car I wanted was a Ford Fusion, and the whole car showed up, but unfortunately it belonged to my ex. The ex was like, okay. Um, but it's little things that we can do because you heard of Abraham Hicks, right? So Abraham Hicks has a book, and she has you play games to build up your manifestation. Some people it's like to think really, really big is can be really, really difficult. So, prime example, you're at the mall and you need a parking space, and to say that you were going to find a parking space close to the entrance right when you get to the mall is a way of putting it forecasting it out there so that while you're at the mall, somebody automatically pulls out right at the perfect parking spot for you. You know what I'm saying? But you projected that, you put that out there. Um, asking and it's given is Abraham Hicks, and I love it because she got homework in there. She got games and assignments, and I love them. And I'm back in them. I'm back at that point of playing games right now. Um, to manifest the things that need to be manifested.
mm-hmm.
And so I know I have that book somewhere with me. There's certain books that I brought with me. I'm like, okay, we need to do something. And now I'm just at that point where it's like, okay, now it's time to actually really start manifesting.
Yeah. Well, I just repurchased the book, Working with the Law, because I remember years ago having the book and going to classes at Unity over on Third. I remember that. And I said, oh, and talking to him, and when he brought the book out, I just, it came back to my memory. And so there were plenty of because he said, I was talking to you about manifestation, when Sheena was Sheena was little. And I said, yeah, it went right over my head. Right over my head. But
I'm gonna find that book, and that's a good. So one of the things that you could do for your show, since we're talking about this, is actually find the book, the image of the book, and mention the fact that this is something that we talked about on this particular show at this particular day, blah, 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 blah. You never know who you're going to influence just by sharing something just like that. You may think it's the smallest little thing of minuteness, but people are watching. They are watching you, they're watching us. And um when it comes down to trying to figure out, okay, I don't know what I'm going to share about myself, that's the story right there. um and the book is something that you don't know. Somebody in your circle may need to hear that, and just because you said it, you made an impact because you have a more personable relationship, or they just know you better, but you just said it, or not said it, either you said it, you shared it, and it made an impact on their life.
yeah,
So I did write that book down, and then I'm also writing down what is it, You're Rich Beyond Your Wildest Dreams.
yeah. Yeah, I purchased the book again because Spirit said to buy it. And then Sheena bought one for herself because I said I don't remember what I did with my original copy. Um,
Working with the law. And who's the author for Working with the Law?
um, Raymond Hollywell. Let me see. Raymond Hollywell.
Hollywood.
Raymond Hollywell.
Okay.
Hollywell.
I think of Hollywell. I think of the Hollywell sisters from Charmed.
Mm.
I can remember that. I can remember that. I saw Lakeisha pop up and then she popped out. I think she'll pop back in. Stacy, how are you? I see your beautiful profile picture. I just wanted to acknowledge you, Stacy. Great.
I'm fine, thank you. Sorry.
How's mom?
She's doing good.
Good.
She's doing good. She's holding her own. So,
Okay, she's getting used to the new facility.
actually, she only goes there like 5 days out of the month.
Oh, okay, she's not living there.
No, it's respite for when my brother needs some time to recuperate from taking care of her 24/7.
Yes,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay.
So hopefully one day she'll be able to come to my house for respite because he's thinking about doing maybe 10 days. He said, I want 10 days. I'm like, fine, don't take her to the place. Just bring her to my house if you're going to do 10 days. So I don't want her to go from place to place. So
Yeah.
hopefully she'll get 10 days with me.
Good.
Thanks for asking.
Yes, yes, that's good. That's good. Um, Jacqueline wants us to keep her mom up in prayer. They diagnosed her with cancer. And I don't know the cancer of what, but wherever that booger is at, is not wanted no matter what. Cancer of the fingernail, I don't care. No, 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 no. So just keep her and Jacqueline lifted up.
Also,
Absolutely.
I also keep up Sharonda. Her mom went to the hospital yesterday. She had I love when people say it's a mini stroke. I'm like, a stroke is a stroke. So I know she's at Henry Ford right now, recuperating.
Okay.
By elders and the people who take care of our elders. I just realized there's a lot of resources out here that a lot of people don't know about to just help with whatever you need that extra help with. So definitely we'll keep a prayer, and Edwana, because she's also taking care of her aunt
Cousin.
and her cousins.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I was thinking about the people we haven't seen, laid eyes on lately.
Mm-hmm.
well, I
But
know Ray and Edwana they had a sound bath past Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So they did do a
Okay.
sound bath this past Saturday. Unfortunately, I was working, so I wasn't able to attend, but I do try to keep people in the loop as to what's going on. But yeah, I think in the WhatsApp, we can just do a prayer list so that we can uplift people in prayer. And, help people out with however we can help people out. You never know how much a helping hand. And we got a Zoom user. Hello, Zoom user. How are you? And introduce yourself to the Elizabeth Show,
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
That is Dr. Riola Thompson.
Oh, hello, Dr. Viola.
I wrote her name down so when she pops on, I got her.
You got her.
I got you, doctor.
Okay. So one of the things that I want to talk about, and I've been trying to get in touch with Lakeisha all weekend long, and she a busy bee, even if she at home working, recuperating, and working on her garden. She's like, okay. We have the 30-day, what is it? Routine challenge coming up on June 1st. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to add that little social media flair to it and have you actually record yourself doing your routine throughout the 30 days. I've seen people do this It's very inspiring to sit there and watch people, get get their stuff together. Once again, you never know who you're inspiring. You never know who's watching you. You never know who is looking up to you, and you never know who you're inspiring.
Mhm.
So, one of the things I did yesterday while I was with my client asked me to make her a smoothie with some celery in it. So she gave me all the fruit that she wanted in the smoothie. And I took video of me making the smoothie. Took content of me cooking and different things and everything like that, because I'm going to turn those into reels. I thought I was going to be able to do it before the show today, but I ended up helping a friend out. Just end up helping somebody out. So it's like, okay, I'll do that next week, but at least I captured the content. And I know a lot of you have a lot of content on your phones that never gets out for people to see. So I'm going to give you guys homework assignments bit by bit to get that stuff out there. Like Mama Evelyn, did you take pictures and videos when you was in Georgia?
I took a few.
Okay.
I really didn't take pictures of. I didn't take pictures of the family because it was just nice to be around family. Let me tell you something funny. Two things. Years ago when I took Sheena down there, she stayed with Michael's aunt Karen. You get the gist, Karen. She's a Karen. She was a Karen. Okay.
I get it.
And Wyoming looked at Michael and she said, "You let your daughter stay with that crazy woman." She said, "How could you do that?" And she said, because she was, she would just say things to Wyoming when Michael wasn't around that were just not cool. But that was funny. And then I met Wyoming's sisters, and they thought it was Karen. They didn't know I was, because Michael said it. He said, "I've got all my kids and my grandson and my baby's mama's all in the same house." They didn't get that I was Sheena's mom. I wasn't his Aunt Karen. That was funny. I said, "Are you kidding?"
That was funny.
So yeah, it was a nice time. So, but I took just coming through the mountains, those views. I got some of those coming back because, like I said, Sheena did most of the driving coming back, and and I got some clay, y'all. Want some clay? Some of that red clay.
Yes.
And I got little glass vials to put them in. So if anybody wants some for their altar, you can have them. I just think it's so beautiful. I kept seeing, they were doing a lot of construction, but they're doing a lot of construction everywhere. So, but to see that red clay, I just was drawn to it. It's just so pretty. It is so pretty. So yeah. Oh,
That's good.
Pretty.
yes.
Mama Evelyn, did I show you this?
No. Oh, I like.
She kind of square, sharp around the edges.
That is so cool. Is that wood or is that a canvas and you made the 3D items? And that's nice.
Canvas, the dollar store canvas,
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
I was trying to do hair again, but it just wasn't working out. So
Okay.
I said, I'm going to give her some earrings and a necklace and a headband and keep it simple. Maybe I'll put some eyebrows, some eyelashes right there. Anyway, you inspire me, dear.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Me too. My purse is on my bed, so that cigar box is on my bed. But what I did do on the back, just had this on the back. I took this off. It's lined with this on the inside, which I think is cool. But I took this off, and I guess I could save this for later for something. But I still got the scroll kit. I never did make my scroll. I just need to sit down and just get this. But one of the things that I'm doing is I am cleaning out and getting rid of stuff that doesn't fit, and clothes and everything, going through my, clothes and stuff and getting rid of stuff. And Saturday, while taking care of my client, I met a new person, new neighbor who's like my age, and she was having a yard sale. And this the first time I've actually go to a yard sale and have find clothes that actually fit me. Um, Granted, they were her daughter's clothes, but still, it was nice to find stuff that actually fits. And so I see how I'm getting rid of stuff. Stuff is coming in and getting replaced. And yeah, I got pictures and videos of that. Once again, I didn't get a chance to create anything because it's been so busy, but I have it. So I just wanted to give some give you guys a tip. So I don't think you realize nowadays when it comes to tagging, we are so used to tagging people. One of the quickest ways is to get your information out to everybody. It's just put at everyone or at followers. And what that does on any particular page, fan page, or group page, whatever you post, everyone gets a notification. It is like the quickest way of doing things. So instead of tagging 99 people on a post to get their attention, just put at followers and
Okay.
or at everyone or at highlight. Those three things gets it out. It gets it out there.
What was the last thing you said? At what?
Highlight at. So you got
Highlight.
the at everyone, at followers, and then at highlight.
Okay.
Highlight.
Highlight.
You talking about me, Danyelle?
I'm not naming names in this group now. I'm just trying to help y'all out.
You talking about me? Okay, that's at followers, at highlight, and what's the other?
At everyone.
At everyone. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It replaces you having to do that to everybody. Just
So where do you do that? Where you do that at?
when you're creating your caption.
Okay.
So also remember, it doesn't stop you from creating your caption, your captioning as well. So when you do it, you just do it like before you create the caption, at followers, at everyone, or at the end of your captioning. It doesn't matter before or at or after.
Oh,
It doesn't matter
Okay.
as long as you put that in there. Yeah, as long as you put it in there, it shoots it out to everybody.
Is that before the hashtags, after the hashtags, or it don't matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I have to say that I'm so proud of myself. I am so frustrated because I be having these little videos, and whenever I have the videos, Jabril is never ready, right? And so I was like, I want you to put this on my video. I'm trying to do the 30-day challenge. And so, he'd be so busy doing his other stuff. So I went on CapCut last night. I was burning a bit midnight oil, and I did my first CapCut video. I was able to put the 30-day challenge on the front screen. I was able to type my little words. I was like, oh, so I'm kind of geek. I still need a little work on it, but I did it. So
congratulations. That's one of my tools that I use with CapCut. I love CapCut.
You encouraged me, Danyelle.
I'm glad that I did. I love CapCut. I love how easy it makes it to actually do the editing. And I told everybody earlier, I was trying to get in touch with you this weekend. We played phone tag all weekend long. But I wanted to tag team with your 30-day challenge. Not to say that people got to post 30 days, but I would say encourage people to, take us along their journey, because you don't know who you're going to inspire just by capturing, what it is that you're doing. Because not only am I doing the 30-day challenge for in the morning, I'm taking it all the way to the evening too, because I realized by me crashing the way I crash at night, I'm not doing my skincare routine the way I need to. So I need to formulate that, make sure that everything goes the way that it needs to go. And I'm like,
Absolutely.
and I tell people it doesn't have to be perfect, you know, but it's the mere fact that you're trying and you're sharing. It's the what is it? The message is in the share. And that's all that we're doing is sharing.
Yes. Yes.
We're sharing our lives. You ain't sharing
Yes.
everything. I mean, I don't need to see you on the toilet or anything like that, but you are sharing what is it? The information. Because like I love when I explain to people for the Elizabeth conference how we're multi-generational and the education and the information that spans these generations. So like I didn't get a chance to post about your music coming out, but I will do it today because I know I have a lot of people who's interested in wanting to try something new and different. One of the pictures I'm going to post today is I have a client that has not gotten out of bed, and it's more psychological than anything else. And when she asked me to go into her dining room to look for something, she has these bookcases enclosed in her dining room. And one of the books that was on that wall was "You Can Heal Your Body" by Louise Hay. I'm sitting here like, are you kidding me? Are you really? And I took that book out and I was like, hey, Miss Lady, got this book right here. You know, you can speak to your body. What is it? Because what happens is when people get into those medical hospital beds and they just lay there for so long, your muscles get atrophied. So your core gets soft and the muscles in your legs become like jelly. So you have to work and build those muscles up, even for you to sit back up and to sit up and to stand. And that's why it's like, you know, I'm so thankful and grateful for when I had COVID. My ex made me get up at some point resting, but I had to get up. I had to go outside. I had to do something because the longer you sit there and those muscles go to jelly, the longer you have to build them back up just to do the simple things like sit on the side of the bed or like standing or like walking. And so I was like, she's like, I think I need to reread this book. I was like, I think so. Because, you know, sitting in bed all day is not a good thing. It's not. I mean, we have our respite days, but it's like you have to get up. And that's why that routine is so, so important. But seeing that book and the fact that she had a whole bunch of other holistic books sitting there, and I'm just like, okay, we need to do something. So really trying to see what's going on. I know I gave you guys about the ad sign. Oh, also, I encourage us as Elizabeths that we share our information, not just among each other, but also share it with our friends. Like Queen, I think she probably tagged everybody for her music, but make sure you post it to your page so that other people can what is it? We should be our own biggest promoters of everything that we do. And, you know, Lakeisha, I got your 30-day challenge. There's something I want to do in Canva and to actually really announce it. And I'm going to get that to you as soon as I possibly can. But I want to make sure that we're sharing and let people know, oh, part of your challenge, you should also have people, I don't know, do like a 30-second video, said, I'm doing this challenge. I'm doing this challenge because blah, 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 blah. Or I'm doing this challenge to see how I can do. And then have like a before, like a beginning video. And then after the 30 days, have us do a after video, you know, so we can actually say, hey, I did it all the way through or didn't do it all that. This is what I've learned. I feel more disciplined. My mornings is more smooth. Blah, you know, we can all do that because if we're all doing it, it not only helps Lakeisha, but it also helps us too, because like I said, people are watching. I didn't know how
Yes, and
interesting.
Grand Rising Elizabeth. I'm sorry, I apologize. So that's one thing I forgot to say. I talked about the conference, but I didn't say the Grand Rising, the Elizabeth Visionary Conference. So I'm gonna make sure that I do that because you know that we are doing the challenge. So what's been amazing is that I created a form. I created a form for everyone to click this link, fill out the form. It's just asking for the name, phone number. Stacy, you've done it. Danyelle, you've done it, and it asks, you know, why you want to do the challenge. So they're putting in there why they want to, why they want to do the challenge. And I'm like, wow, I'm just seeing like the other day I saw like 10 extra names of people I don't even know. I don't even know their names, but I'm sending out a guideline that I put together. That's one of the reasons why we starting June the 1st, a guideline of practical things that we can do to make sure that we are having a successful, 30-day challenge. This is going to be really interesting to see how we show up for ourselves. And then it's a way to market Grand Rising Elizabeth, because this is a part of the Grand Rising, Elizabeth as well. And so I'm just excited. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, listening to you, Danyelle, and I'm doing videos surrounding it, and so I'm excited about stepping out, and challenging myself and getting better in social media space. So I thank you, Danyelle.
You're welcome, Lakeisha. And I'm definitely learning from Lakeisha too. We had a good conversation last week, and I finally saw what her brand resume looked like. As well as I sat down with Alice, her cousin, and also one of the owners of Natural Living by Design, and we got some things together. So I also had a good conversation with one of my seniors. What is this, Friday? No, Saturday. And she was the first real part client I ever sat down and worked with social media. I'm trying to get her to get on the show, but she has physical therapy at 9 a.m. on Monday. So I'm having she had a double hip replacement this year. But she surprised me at the conference and had a conversation with her Saturday during my break where she vented for 45 minutes. And sometimes people need to vent. I'm like, okay. And what she was venting about being a senior was, her children, her grandchildren, not giving her, spending time with her, and she was talking about how she paid money for a particular person to teach her how to do social media. They just gave her a syllabus. And she was like, no, I need you to help me get this stuff together. And she's interested in taking a refresher course in my class. And, I just wanted to hear her story because nobody wants to come visit her, it makes her feel like she's not valued and that she doesn't matter. And what I told her was like, you do value, you do matter. Everything that you talked about, you should get on the camera and sit there and talk about it, even if it's like 10 minutes at a time, because you never know who your story is going to inspire. And you don't know what community is out there. So people do build community on social media because, they can't get out, or, they are afraid to get out. There's two different communities. There's people who have anxiety where they're afraid to go out. There's people who medically they can't go out, and they use social media as a way of actually connecting with other people. And so she even let me know, what did she tell me? She's like, she's one of those people that didn't follow a work-life balance, and that's probably why she is in the condition that she is. She said, it's not bad, I'm healing, but in the process of me healing, it slows me down from doing the things that I love. Like I found out she's an avid dancer. She likes to dance, ballroom dance. And at the Spirit of Detroit, if you don't know, on Friday nights, they have free ballroom and step classes at the Spirit of Detroit all summer long, for free, for you to get out and dance, be part of the dance community. And so she inspired me to get my ish together, to get my class together. I'm gonna start the social media for senior class on June 6th. I decided I'm gonna say June 6th, give people time to register at Everett's Natural Beauty School, because she really let me know, okay, I need to do this because it gives people something to do. It gives them it gives them passion and purpose, a purpose to sit here and tell the story. And I told her I listen to people's stories all the time, especially the elders. It's not always about relationship advice. It could be health-wise. It could be, it's one sassy senior on TikTok, her little hot behind. I'm like, oh Lord, she just hot. And it's like, it's still so that people are still living their lives no matter what. So I'm going to get that out there for June 6th. early enough at the shop where people feel comfortable being out and about and don't have to deal with traffic and everything like that. And, you know, it's hands-on and interactive because the only way you learn this stuff is actually by doing. So we got that together. And that happens to be B. Anthony's grandmother, who is a pleasure. But she will tell you like it is if it ain't right. I will let you know that. But she had a blast at the conference. She really did. I didn't know she was gonna come out because she said that she had surgery. And then next thing I know, she popping up almost ready to leave because she didn't know what she was going on. Like, I didn't tell you everything because I didn't know you was gonna pop up and show out with your hip and stuff like that. So yeah, we got stories that we need to tell and we got work to do, and I'm looking forward to doing it. So I don't know. Do I have any questions for today? Do I have any comments concerning Uncle Keisha? I need to get with you after the show. I need some resources. I need some resource information.
Yes,
I need
you
some
got
resources.
it.
I need some resources. So I need to connect with you.
You
But do I have
got it.
any questions? Any
Yeah,
comments?
so one of the things I want to talk about, you are absolutely right when it comes to
Can you come on camera, sweetie?
I guess.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, if you're gonna say a lot,
I don't have no lipstick on. I'm looking kind of crazy, but that's okay.
well, we don't
Okay.
want to date. We just want to.
All right.
Oh, please, you look sharp.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, let me cut this light out. Yeah, so you're right when it comes to the the seniors. Sometimes I was that insurance agent that actually went to see them every month. I collected. Y'all remember back in the day when you had the insurance agents that came to collect the premium?
Right.
So I was one of those for years until the pandemic. Let me move my screen over here because I'm looking at the screen in my camera right here. And I was one of those. And a lot of times they look forward for me to come because their family don't, come see them, don't stop by. So I think that's good that you're to do something like this for them to speak on that, because it's not, and try to encourage her, because it's a lot of seniors that feel that way. And
well, you know what? But one of the things she mentioned is that she has a hard time. She's got over 20 grandchildren, and she said she just asked for them to give her 1 hour a month, just 1 hour. And she said the only person that's making that commitment is B. And she's like, it could be anything. We can go to lunch at Bay Above Fair. I was like, Bay Above Fair, it's right down the street from me. I could walk down and meet you and have something, and and I was like, well, maybe I'll just get a gathering space until I get my vehicle. I'll get a gathering space and give you guys something to do. So, and like I said, I didn't realize how much I use social media as a community. Even the young lady who I met this weekend at a yard sale, who was throw a yard sale, when we went to exchange information on social media, come to find out we already friends. I'm like, okay, I don't know how I know you or why I know you, but now we get to connect in real person, in real time, and share this information. But there is a whole generation that's out here. I mean, from the Splendor Daddies, like there's this one male model. Okay, he reminds me of Ray Smith. If you ever seen Ray Smith dressed up in his fashion garb, Adriana's lucky she married him. That's all I got to say. Like I'm respectful because Sheila knows when Ray dresses up, you be looking like the hat, the scarf. He takes it to a whole nother level. And when you have that gray beard right there, it's like, okay. So there's a whole community of senior men who like to get dressed up. That's a whole community. There's a community of the seniors who taking care of themselves, who are not in the wheelchairs, and they're not, you know what I'm saying? They the sexy, I call them the sexy seniors, because you looking at them, you don't look like you 70. You got the body of a 40-year-old, and you dressing like you 20, and it's just like, oh my God. There's whole different subcategories going on here, and it makes you realize that everybody's fate is not the same, and the choices you make now depends on which one of these groups you're going to be a part of. But you can share your story, you can talk, you can meet people. And it's all right here on this computer. I know there's a group called Papa Pals during the pandemic, and I didn't know this. If I had known this, I would have been a part of this. But they were actually paying people to do wellness calls on seniors during the pandemic. And if the person knew how to use FaceTime, then they get to have FaceTime with just for somebody to sit there and talk to you for an hour. I was like, okay. Now Papa Pals had expanded to other services like cooking, cleaning, laundry, but they were sponsored by the insurance companies. But this year, a lot of them dropped out. So the opportunity of picking up extra gig work like that has decreased tremendously. But I thought that was a beautiful program because you had people who wanted to help out or just wanted to do something easy. And I know when I did it, I loved it because I get to, these people look forward to somebody coming in and just, even if you're doing laundry, they get to talk to you if you're doing something. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because it's been asked for. And I don't know about you, but something about me, and I'm overcoming this. It's like I know I self-sabotage sometimes. It's like I'll get grand ideas and get scared by how grand my ideas are. And I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. So part of your challenge is me getting myself organized and getting out of my own way and doing what I need to do. So that's one thing that I'm doing. Queen, you got something to say? Or are you just taking it all in? Okay.
I am. I'm wondering where my glasses are.
So what are we doing today? Because I know I got to go help somebody with their lawn work. And then I thought I was going to go do some work, but I was like, I don't want to work today. I just don't. I need a break. What are we doing today?
What I'm doing today, I didn't know for sure we was going to have the show today. So I'm glad that I tuned in. I was like, oh, it's Monday. I'm working on having a successful 30-day challenge. So I'm getting my calendar out. I am getting my social media ideas going, my flyer. I have my guest that's coming on Wednesday. And so, just being prepared and trying to, well, I am working on strengthening my social media. So that's what I'm working on, putting my strategies together. And like you said, it's not just for 30 days, like it's multiple things that I want to have a routine for, like, getting my weight under control. So I want to make sure that I am, not only am I exercising for these next 30 days, every single day, but then also eating the proper food. So I'm making a list of what kind of foods that I want to eat, those different things. And, so I can have a successful 30-day challenge and all the goals that I want to accomplish. So that's what I'm gonna be working on. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cleansing today. I'm about to do my sea salt water. And all while I was going through sitting on the toilet, I'm thinking about Deetra's share of the doctor was talking about your poop and going through all the different things of what he said. If it's like this is what's happening in your body. If it's all the different things that you look for that. But also I want to share with this, you may have seen some commercials about what would the billionaires do.
I haven't seen that.
Well, this was downloaded. I can post it. And so I printed it out so that I can actually read it. But you're hearing a lot of stuff about trust, having everything in trust, and creating your own bank, which is your insurance, and how to properly do that. Well, this man, his name is Garrett Gunderson. And I've watched him for some years and I had signed up, but when they found out how much money I had to work with, it kind of encouraged me to call later, get it together and call later. But what's happening now in you see it in social media and all of those is that for us to start now with whatever amount that we have to build up, and that's the way of the world, to have your own money, to run your own cash, you know, to run just how to set your family up. And they use the example of the Vanderbilts versus the Rockefellers. And yeah, and so he really breaks it down. I've always liked listening to him, how the wealthy get and stay that way, and how you can too. So I'm gonna post that. Like I said, I know some people don't like written stuff, but some things I need to write, I need to highlight, and I need to put notes beside it. And this is really, really good.
I
Yeah.
like that because I'm a visual. So I would love something like that. That's pretty cool.
I'm a visual too. I've just gone digital. But like I said, right now, really clearing up and cleaning out stuff. I am so excited. And Lakeisha just came to me. We need to do I need to work on a digital calendar with you. For people, I don't know, when we do challenges like this and it forces me to check off my checklist of what it is that I'm supposed to do, I definitely feel more productive when I don't check off the checklist, if that makes any sense. So I'm like, okay, visually I'm figuring out a way to have a checklist to check off what it is that we're doing, what we're doing daily. So I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. And I like that shirt too, that yellow shirt. So are there any comments or concerns or questions? And Stacy, we see you. Hi, Stacy.
Hello. I'm
Oh,
busy
hey.
peeling greens. So I'm going to go to the water park, not the park, but the water rec center, take the kids to the water rec center. Because I've been out of the loop of going and working out like for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So I am so excited about this 30-day challenge, Lakeisha. I am so excited about it, and I'm ready to do it. And I'm glad, Danyelle, that you mentioned to go ahead and monitor, or not monitor, but post on everything that you do for 30 days, because that's something that I want to do, because I was posting all the time and I kind of got out of the loop doing it. And the reason why I think I got out of the loop, because I was paying people to do it and not doing it myself. And so then when I started not being able to pay people like I was paying them before, I kind of dropped off. And so now I'm kind of motivated about getting back out there, and this 30-day challenge is going to give me my foot back into social media. And I'm so glad that you both are encouraging us to, post and also be a part of this 30-day challenge, because I really, 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 really need it.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's what came to me. I was like, okay, I got to give it Lakeisha. We got to add a little something to it. And okay, I'm sorry, guys. I just looked at my screen. I got a whole hole in my screen, in my window. I'm like, that's concerning. Anyways, that just caught my eye. Like, okay, but just like I'm so glad to see you on screen, Stacey, because we ain't seen each other. I don't know. Did anybody else at the conference have this sense of you didn't recognize people because you ain't seen them in person? It's so long. So that when you did see them in person, it's like you wasn't as personable as you would have been if you really kind of realized who they was in the first place. Like I did that so many times, and I'm so sorry, Stacey. I did that so many times at the conference that it was just like, oh, that's Stacey. Okay. Just because I didn't see you in person, and it was a few other faces. For me, it was some faces. How can I say this? It's people I haven't seen in like 5, 6, 7, 8 years in real time. So they've aged a little bit, just like I've known my faces age a little bit. And it's like I just I didn't know that was them. I thought maybe it was like their sister or somebody. Did anybody else feel like that at the conference? Like, yeah, okay. I didn't put two and two together. Like I see you guys all the time. So y'all absolutely beautiful all the time. But then when you see other people that came to support us, I was like, okay, I need to figure out how to not be so social anti-anxiety. I don't know. It was weird. It was just weird. I just felt weird about that. But I'm
Well,
excited.
No worry.
one of the things that you had suggested, so in one of the videos that I did, I kind of wanted to know the reasons why they needed to fill out the form. One is so that we can all pray over everybody before the 30-day challenge to make sure that we can help have a successful 30-day challenge, and also to encourage them to be on the show, to be able to share their experience, how they showed up for themselves. Was there any challenges? Were there not any challenges? So I think that's good, but I didn't think about maybe encouraging people to talk about their challenge. And maybe that's where the Elizabeth can come in at. But I was going to do like once a week, to talk about the challenge and how things are going for us doing the 30-day challenge. I was going to do that on every Wednesday, doing the show to talk about how things are going. So I think that's really cool. And it feels good to know that we're not the only ones that, really want to get our lives in order. We're not the only ones that are, because we start off at the beginning of the year with our New Year's resolution, and we like, boom, we on power. We exercise, we going to the gym, we doing everything, and then we fall off. And so I think this would be great for us to like reconnect back to what we're trying to do and to manifest more in 2024.
And special announcements.
It's
I
a
know.
big visionary thing.
Oh yes, because people are still talking about that and they watching. So I'm excited to do this and get this out there and still working with you, Keisha and Queen of Dooney for everything that we're doing. If you don't know, Sheila, Queen of Dooney and Everette-Hale Harmonic, they are releasing their music album this Friday. This Friday at 8 p.m. over at Everett's Natural Beauty School. So it's a chance to come out and listen to some great new music. I think we're gonna try to do the dance challenge again. We tried it last year. We're gonna try it again this year. And this is a good way of just getting out with, Sheila's got a song called Everybody Wants to Be Loved. And it's about me. And actually, it's about me. It's the perfect theme song for what it is that we're doing right now, because it's not about nobody else right now. It's about getting ourselves together. So somehow we're gonna try to incorporate all this together so that we're all on one accord. Also, the date for Adasi has been confirmed as being June 29th. Yeah, June 29th. Because Baba Chike hasn't released the flyer yet, but I did the flyer. But the Adasi is June 29th. You want to put that on your calendar. That's an all-white ceremony. If you've never done it before, it's an all-white ceremony honoring your ancestors at the river. It is absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely wonderful. And it's where we honor our ancestors as a community. So, you bring flowers, you bring fruit, you can bring your family, because whole families show out from the babies on up to the elders. They make their way to that river, that voyage to the what is it, the lighthouse on Belle Isle, to honor the ancestors, or as I call the ancestral CEO board, because I'm like, they do make things happen. So we also got Juneteenth celebration with the Wisdom Institute, which is Wednesday, June 19th. Mama Evelyn is a part of that, doing her make and takes. And that's all about celebrating womb health, womb wisdom. So I think I want to sign up and volunteer for that, to be a part of that. And I'm trying to think, do we have any more special announcements or events or anything coming up?
Okay, the wisdom, what is that, Evelyn?
It's June the 19th,
19th.
the Wednesday from 10 to 3 or 11 to 3. I got the thing right here.
Did you-
Sorry.
Is
Right here.
there, is there,
Yeah, it's from 11 to 3, Belle Isle, Shed 6. Yeah, June the 19th.
it's called Wisdom,
It's called, it's a Juneteenth celebration, Womb Liberation Festival.
okay, you're gonna post that, Boo?
Sure. Yep.
Okay, and that's 11 to
11 to 3.
11 to 3.
Mhm. Let me find
We had a few people showed up Friday for my music release.
This Friday?
Yeah, they did. They showed up.
Oh, that's
Yeah, a new person that I met at that store next door to the laundromat.
oh, okay, yes.
I
That was
know,
that
but
was fun.
not the store owner, but the other sister.
So
And
the customer that we met.
yeah, and then one of the musicians that play for the Spinners, he's the music director for the Spinners. He showed up. He came talking about, you hell people stuff. So anyway, Phil said, well, where were you? I was where I was supposed to be. Anyways, we laughed about all of that. So we should have a really good turnout on Friday. Really excited about it, making sure everything goes right. Got got Star. I'm telling y'all, y'all just don't know who Star is to me. When it comes to music and in my events, that's my trust right there. My mom was who she was. My cousin Iris was who she was, and replacing those people is not that easy. Doable, but when I know Lakeisha, you got your mama with you. Certain things. I wasn't surprised that she was holding it down. You're from her. You come
Yeah,
from her, right? And we think,
yes,
and I know my mom, she was a administrative secretary for a school, a business school. And sometimes I'll be thinking I know more than her. And then I'd have to remember, one, she does this every day for administration, for a school, So I had to kind of like remember that she has a lot of experience that I did not, that I needed and stuff. And yeah. So that's so valuable when you have somebody that you can really that gets you and gets you in when your shit ain't that together and when your shit is good together, they right there for you and stuff. So anyway, really, really excited. People are excited. I announced it last night at the gig. My announcement is that my husband and I had an intercourse. We had sex, and this is what they sound like.
You need to do a video about that
Like,
because
what?
when you explain it like
This
that,
is what our children sound like right there, right there, right there, right there. Yeah.
yeah, that's a video right there. Because that would definitely, yeah.
look, definitely grab somebody's attention. That's for sure.
Yeah, because they were talking. And I said, my husband and I, that Phil over there and me, we're married. We had sex, and everybody turned around. So she said, "What?" We had sex, and this is what our babies sound like. So anyway, we're looking forward to it and some other things. Yeah, just really looking forward to it. Really, Mama Evelyn, really
yes.
want to pump. We want to pump. Okay. I think that all of us have been making something. We need to do something just a little, if it ain't nothing but a one of these.
I want to, what is
how
it?
you have impacted our lives. And, you know, like when we say creativity on, we're really talking about, I tell them, I said, I mean, literally we do art sometimes, you know, we talk about it, but literally get that flowing. Cause what I'm realizing is art is, we don't even know who really likes doodling, and really male and female. Men like art, men like food shows. My husband, he watches them food shows like crazy. And you know, we're kind of like marketing to the women or marketing to certain people, and we don't even know that yeah, there's a lot of male chefs and a lot of you know, people who just want that information about the food and stuff. So yeah, we gonna pump it up.
We getting it together, Mama. Evan, I want to show you this. This is so old that it's falling apart. But you remember how I said those cigar boxes? How they used to just have the cigar box and like magazines and just go ahead and create. This is just holding a whole bunch of herbs right now. But I didn't realize how many cigar boxes I have. What is it from doing that time? But see, what's missing is your razzle dazzle, your artwork, your the African symbols and different things of that nature. So I want to get with you, Mama Evelyn, because like I said, I have a purse. I have a purse and I have another one I'm going to turn into a purse, but I want it needs some specialtiness to it all. But I just want you, I still have this after so many years, and all it is a decorated with just scenes on it, but it doesn't have Mama Evelyn's touch to it.
Yeah. Well, it's 10:05.
It's time for us to go and enjoy this holiday, this Memorial Day, giving honor to our veterans and our troops who fought for us. And Philip's a veteran, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. He didn't fight. He didn't do nothing.
But anyways, let's go ahead and give ourselves, what is it, a hug. Ooh,
Oh,
give the world a hug and then sprinkle all the goodness and everything there. And we will see us tomorrow on Deetra's Health and Wellness Show, Deetra and Stacy's Health and Wellness Show. And yes, get out here and miff it, make it grand, make it good, and make it fun. And I will see you. Well, I'll see you out here on these social media streets. And I'll see you.
Peace out.
On these social media streets.
Love
Okay.
and prosperity.
Love you guys.
Love you. Peace.
Peace.